about a year ago. So I am actually active duty Navy, and I'm getting ready to retire. So I actually my last day of work is in about 5 days. So I'm super excited about that. And then I'll be going full time on YouTube um, and then with my Bricklink store. So today I am going to be, where to put my box? Today I'm going to be building the gift with purchase Harry Potter Grand Staircase. All right. Hey Beard. Hey Brick Hive. Hey Tina. Hey Brick Bods. Brooks Bricks. Hello everybody. Thanks for joining. If you didn't see, I'm building the Hogwarts gift with purchase set. So I've got the first bags open. Sorry about the noise. I'm opening up a drink. All right. So I've pinned if you want to join me as a guest on the stream, I've pinned that to the top. I think I have one right here.
Hey JP.
Hey Mayo, how are you doing?
Nice meeting you for the first time.
Good meeting you too. How's it going down in Australia?
Well, it's winter, so even though the sun has risen, it's overcast, so I can't see the sun, which sucks.
Yeah. So you're not getting a heat wave like the rest of the world?
Well, um, if anything, I've been going through a cold snap because I'm pretty sure it's been nearly 2 months since we've gotten a day over 20 degrees Celsius.
Oh wow. I would love a cold snap. It's here in North Carolina today. It was like 110 with the heat index.
Yeah, so I just suspect that's over 40 degrees, and I cannot deal with anything over 100 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, I agree. It's just way too hot. Yes, bearded. I am in North Carolina, in eastern North Carolina. So about 30 minutes from Atlantic Beach and all that. So what is your favorite Lego set right now that's out or coming out?
Of all the sets that are either out or announced, I'm totally sold on the castle because castle is one of the three themes that I collect and build mocks of. I'm gonna be buying two of them because I've literally been saving thousands of dollars over the past 3 months, um, waiting for the castle to come out. And then when they announced that they were going to come out with the Galaxy Explorer, I was like, yep, I need to save even more hundreds of dollars. Because as a vintage space fan and a vintage space mock builder, there's no way I can't go without buying the Galaxy Explorer.
Yeah. I know my wife would really appreciate if I would save more money to buy my Lego sets.
I just hope that the rumors are true that Lego will re-release the Forest Hideout gift with purchase, because otherwise I'll just wait till double VIP points.
Yeah, I remember having the forest sets as a kid. Those were kind of like my first sets that I ever got. I don't think I was ever really into the castles. So I definitely not going to be getting the castle.
Yeah, because for different for because for the people that had castle sets as a child back in the 80s and the 90s, I think the Black Falcons and the Forestmen were by far the most popular.
Yeah, I loved, like, I remember um, when Lego first introduced the glow in the dark ghost.
Yeah, the
Like,
Black Monarch's ghost.
yeah, I absolutely loved that ghost. Like, I just thought that was the neatest thing. And then I loved the wizard with the glow in the dark
Yeah,
wand.
a Magisto.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's neat seeing them kind of come back out with some of the stuff that probably got a lot of us older generation into Lego to begin with.
Yeah, because that's the stuff that a lot of AFOLs grew up with, and
Yep,
I'm
absolutely.
and the reason why Lego Castle is so dear to my heart, because I grew up I started buying Lego when the Fantasy Castle era came out, but I didn't have the money. I didn't have the money when I was 8 years old than what I had when I was 12 years old. So I couldn't go gun ho on getting the Fantasy Castle set. So I only got I only got one set that was the Tower Raid, and I thought it was such a cool set that I said to myself, if Lego ever comes out with another castle theme, I'd want to go gun ho with it. I kind of missed the boat on the Kingdoms theme, because I was collecting a lot of Lego city sets at the time. And so when they came out with the 2013 castle theme, and I saw that they came out with a new King's Castle for that year, I knew that I'd want to buy two of them.
Yeah, I completely just lost my train of thought. Yep, nothing.
So I see there's a lot of Harry. I see there's a lot of Harry Potter and a couple Star Wars sets behind you.
Yes, I am huge. This is just part of my collection behind me. I actually have two rooms. But yeah, I'm huge into Harry Potter. That's what actually kind of brought me back into um, Lego, was the Harry Potter sets from a couple years ago.
Yeah,
So
from 2018.
yes, the original modulars, the Great Hall, the Astronomy Tower, and Whomping Willow.
Yeah, and then they just totally ditched that system of the modularity, and they came out with that new one that's more squared off, and that kind of ticked a lot of people off. But I think people have started to embrace the new system.
Yeah, I like both. The 2018s, it's so massive to display. Like, I have a glass display case that has some other collectibles that I have, and it literally takes up 3/4 of it. In the small corner is the big Hogwarts castle, but the new one, do I have the new one up here? No, I have the new. The new ones are nice because it's more compact.
Yeah, and also the new system is much more indicative of the original modularity of the Hogwarts sets from the early 2000s when they first came out with the theme, because back in the day, for $10 you could get a whole classroom, and you could buy and you could buy dozens of them over and over again, and you could make what is still the ultimate Hogwarts castle building system. And I think they made the change from the more clunky, more prettier looking design so that they could go back to their roots of what they originally did with the Harry Potter theme, and which is the reason why so many people love Lego Harry Potter in the first place, because they have the nostalgia for the early 2000s.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I've been able to get a couple of those old classrooms, and yeah, they were doing a good job with the new Harry Potter sets that came out last year, and then I have all the new ones that came out in June. I finally got them a couple weeks ago, and it just like I have the original Buckbeak or Sirius Black Escape. I don't have Dumbledore's office, but it's just like there's something missing. Like they just kind of, yeah, like, oh, here you go, have this, but we're not gonna put a whole lot into it. I think uh, the Sirius Black Escape, the new one, I think is just lacks something. It's just like, I don't know how to.
Yeah, and I think it's because Lego knows that the minifigures sell so well in sets nowadays, which is why they put so much more emphasis on putting exclusive minifigures into any given set, particularly with licensed themes, is that it detracts from the overall design of the set, and it's made the designers quote unquote more lazier, because they know that more that for more that more often than not people are only buying the sets for the minifigs. So
Yeah,
I think particularly with the Harry Potter, Marvel, and Star Wars, the builds are smaller than what they used to, but they're the same. But they're the same price, because they know that they've got people by the balls with the minifigs.
yeah. Hey, Sai.
Hey, say,
Yeah, I agree. That they are kind of not necessarily trying to take it out of the collector's hands and the profiteers, but definitely bring people back in, and for the whole entirety of the set, not just those one or two exclusive minifigures. And and now there's, because Harry Potter's been around for so long, it's hard to even come up with like new exclusive minifigures for it.
yeah, they've already well, because every year that's gone by since they rebooted the theme, they cross off more new characters off of their to invent list, and so over time, exclusive minifigs should become less of a draw, and they should put more of an emphasis back on making builds that are good within the modular system of Hogwarts. That's what I'm hoping for the people I know that collect Harry Potter.
Yeah, I'm really interested if we do actually get the Hogwarts train that has been rumored. I know the rumor was out there that there's going to be some exclusive minifigures to that. So I'm interested to see what those are going to be. I like that they're potentially, again, if this is true, that they're going to include the adult versions of Harry and some of the other figures, and then include some of the kids.
Yeah, and considering per the rumors that the UCS Hogwarts Express is also gonna come with a build, a pretty substantial build for King's Cross Station. As someone who is a train nerd and someone who knows a thing or two about British railways, I just hope for people who care about the movie accuracy that of the Harry Potter films, that the attention more well the attention to detail is more put on the design of the locomotive, making it more prototypically accurate to a Great Western Railway hull class, and getting the proper architecture executed of King's Cross Station, than trying to go above and beyond with the minifigs. Because
Yeah. Sorry about the noise. I'm dumping out bag 2 of this build.
yeah, because back when Toys R Us was still alive in the US and majority of the world, putting emphasis on adult versions of the characters could have been would be perfect for one of those Buicktober packs, just like when they came out with the just like when they did that 4-pack for Buicktober with Professor McGonagall and Dolores Umbridge, because that was the first
Snape and all
time
them.
that they'd. I think at the time of that release, that was the first time there was a Dolores Umbridge for a dozen years, and because of that, the old style Dolores Umbridge sells for crazy prices.
Yeah, I'm actually bidding on something right now online that actually includes all of the minifigures from the Hogwarts 3rd edition. Yeah, Carrie, not the not Gringotts train, and it's going good. Big Nate, yes, Harry Potter with long legs for once. I agree. We need more of those. So I'm hoping that I get that, because like I went to Brick Universe here a couple weeks ago in Raleigh, which is about a couple hours from where I live, and I saw that Dolores Umbridge from that set, and it was like $125. I'm like, I've never seen this Dolores Umbridge. So I'm literally in the convention center, Googling where, or bricklinking where this Dolores Umbridge is from. So
yeah, because my memory is very hazy, but I always thought the Dolores Umbridge was either from the 2004 Hogwarts Castle or the 2004 Hogwarts Express. I can't remember which one of those two.
it's from the castle, the Order of the Phoenix Castle.
Yes. Okay. Okay. So was that the 2007 Hogwarts Castle then? Because that was when Order of the Phoenix came out. It must have been.
Yep, 2007.
I always forget there was a one with. I always forget there was one for the Order of the Phoenix.
Yeah, and those are, because I think that was the same year that they came out with the only motorized Hogwarts train that they've ever come out with, was for this in the same series.
Actually, no. I think the motorized Hogwarts Express you're talking about is the one from 2004, because that came with the 9-volt motor, and the 9-volt train system was the 9-volt train system was discontinued in 2005.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Big Nate, you didn't really miss anything. I've been to it a couple times this year, or a couple times already, and every time I'm just like, why do I keep going? So
And the two and so by and so the and so by default the 2004 Hogwarts Express is by far the most expensive of the Hogwarts Express because of the 9-volt motor.
yeah, I've been trying to get my hands on one, and that's why I was hoping this one was going to be power, kind of like similar to the Disney
Yeah.
train. So if it's not, I'm going to be a little disappointed, especially with the price of the rumored price of the set. I think that they definitely should have made it powered. I would be okay having it powered and having a couple less minifigures in it if that was the trade-off.
Yeah, I'd rather that as a trade-off too, because I'm guessing there's going to be over. I'm guessing there's going to be over a dozen minifigs in a set like that.
If I remember correctly, I think it was like 20.
Yeah, so nearly 2 dozen figures in the set.
Yeah.
Sacrificing a dozen of the figures would be a good trade-off to get the motorized powered up, or a more accurate version of either the Hogwarts Express or a more accurate version of the King's Cross station.
Big Nate, yes, I am building the magic staircase. I just got it in yesterday. So here's the progress on it. I'm live, dude. So I found out late that I was able to display. I thought it cost $850 to display there. And then I found out like 2 days before the actual event that, oh, it's free to display as long as you get approved. I'm going to be at Brick Fair, Virginia, Big Nate. Sorry, man, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you didn't cut me off. I know a lot of people who are gonna exhibit at Brick Fair, Virginia. I think that's by far the most popular convention for the mock builders.
Yeah, I'm a mosaic. I like building mosaics. So I'm putting in a couple custom ones into it. I don't think I have one of my customs. Oh, yep, here it is. That's kind of what I'm known for. I didn't do it here. It says dad jokes told here. I absolutely love telling dad jokes. Like that is my thing. I have a book. I usually gear them towards the sets I'm building. So like if I'd have done this one, it would have been a Harry Potter dad joke. So I definitely am going to be bringing my book to Brick Fair, Virginia with me because I know I'm going to get those questions. Okay, hey, tell me a dad joke. So yeah, that's my thing.
Okay, sweet. One more block in Forge of Empires.
That sucks, Big Nate. That I got to work the weekend of Virginia. That sucks. I got a table at Brick Fair also. Oh, awesome, Bearded. We're definitely gonna have to talk. Do you have Instagram or anything like that?
Yeah, they've both got Instagrams.
Okay. Yeah, I find that some people have Instagram and then some don't. So like, I mean, it's weird but not weird at the same time.
Yeah, I noticed there was a lot of people that in the early days only had a Discord, but then they slowly realized that there's so much there's so much communication between different people in the community that gets done on Instagram that they get pressured to go onto Instagram because there's more connections to be made.
Yeah, I agree. I'm in like three different Discord groups, and I look at them, but I don't do a lot in there because it's just so hard sometimes to keep up with uh, all the messages. Oh, Bearded Bricks, I already follow you. We'll definitely have to talk and meet up when we're there. So what are you currently working on, Mayo? Anything?
Well, yesterday when I was on, um, who was I on? When I was on Oldendorf's live stream within the 72 hours, um, I finally I finally made myself the time um to dismantle the Lego Monkey Kid City of Lanterns and convert it from the city formation to the strip mall configuration, because having it in the strip mall configuration will work better with my Lego City, so that I can have all the different shops and stores on a street block. And I needed to switch out the um the plates that they're built on from 8x8 to 6x8, so I was able to do that conversion for all of the buildings except the noodle house. And so when I'm live in what would it be, when I'm live in 8.5 hours, I'm going to try and convert the depth of that noodle house from 8 studs deep to 6 studs deep, because what I have to do on the roads in my city, since I'm a vintage fan of Lego, or of, well, 90% of my roads are the first generation road base plates from 1978 to 1986, because I prefer building at the vintage scale. And even well, because my sidewalks are 4 studs wide, it still wasn't enough for me to have sufficient amounts aside buildings per block. So what I had to do is I had to cover the green line that's on the side of the road with the 2x2 light tan jumpers I use for the sidewalk, so that I could get 2 6 stud deep buildings back to back and end to end with each other, so that it'd look like a proper street street block. And the so having the both the city of lanterns buildings and the buildings within the Friends main street be the wrong will be much deeper than that. I've had to go through the I've had to go through the conversion process, and I've been able to execute it with the City of Lanterns pretty well. And if I have time throughout this weekend, I'm probably gonna try attempt to do the same with the Friends Main Street.
Okay, that sounds that sounds pretty cool. I never
And also
got into
and also
it.
the hot dog the hot dog van and the taco van from some of the Friends sets. I need to convert those from vans to kiosks that I can put on the sidewalk.
Okay, that sounds like you definitely have your hands full
Yeah, I've
with the
definitely got
construction
my work
construction
cut
stuff.
out for me.
Okay, the last touches here on attaching the staircase now for the Harry Potter set. Whew. So there it is. Super simple. I like all the pictures. And of course, the stairway moves. And then you do get a Hermione with it, with short legs. So,
and
there
also
is
for
that.
once, it's a Harry Potter gift with purchase that you can actually use in Hogwarts.
Yes, I've seen a lot of people. I think Carrie, for one. Thanks, Brooks. I think Carrie, for one, has added hers in. I got the other gift with purchase too that I built last night. I had done this one. So
Yeah,
whatever
because it seems like since they rebooted the Harry Potter theme, more often than not, Harry Potter gift with purchases have been in micro scale. So I think it'd be good fan service to have stuff that's at minifig scale that you can add to Hogwarts, because that's what Harry Potter collectors really want and really need. Because a micro scale build is just going to sit on a shelf looking pretty and collecting dust.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's in the back of this, you see all of the Harry Potter sets from last year and this year that have come out, and then it tells you how to connect all of them. So it includes the Dumbledore's office, Buckbeak Rescue, the Chamber of Secrets, the Hospital Wing, Fluffy Encounters. So it doesn't have anywhere in here in these instructions where you can put the staircase, though.
I'd suspect that's because those instructions would have been designed before they designed the moving staircases. So I'd be guessing in the next wave of Harry Potter in 6 months or whatever, that they'll probably have that in the different ways you can configure the new sets to be with the old sets. That more likely than not, they'll probably include that gift with purchase.
Yeah, they've got the Technic pins on both sides of it, so it definitely can connect to everything. So, hey everybody that's joined the chat. Morning, Adora. Hello, Bunny. Hello, Bubba. Thank you all for checking out the stream so far. I've got about 25 minutes left, then I'm gonna post. I think it's. Let me check my schedule. But I think it is. Hoosier Bricks is up next.
And if anyone was interested in joining the panel, the pinned comment at the top of the chat is the invitation.
Yes, thank you for that, Mayo.
And also, everyone, don't forget to leave a like on the live stream to tell YouTube that people want to watch JP's bricks.
Yeah, I try and go, not necessarily live. There's times where I do go live, but normally I record and then I edit and do that. I got to try and get as much content recorded in the next couple weeks, because on August 10th, I'm actually getting my right shoulder operated on. So I'm going to be in a sling for 6 weeks without the use of my wing, my right hand. So I don't know how well that's going to go for, building Lego. So let me move out of the way here and you kind of see more of my collection. So you can see the top row there is the shuttle, the new Space Shuttle Discovery, and then the International Space Station.
And the Burrow.
Yep, that's the new Burrow. I have a couple of the different sets of the old Burrow, and in that one that has the old Dolores Umbridge, there's the minifigures for the old Burrow, all of them, the Bellatrix, the Greyback, the Molly Weasley, Ginny. So I have a couple of those. I have instructions for those. Also up there is the Lunar Lander, the old R2 UCS set. And then the next one have the Apollo, the Saturn V rocket, and then the USS Ulysses space probe, and the Hubble telescope, and the Flintstones. You can't really see that one. But then you got Hedwig, Fox, a couple of Scout Troopers, the Eiffel Tower. And then the next two rows are pretty exclusively Harry Potter. Got Diagon Alley, Monster Book of Secrets, the Brickheads. Mushed in there is all of the Muppets minifigs. The old Shrieking Shack, which I have the new Shrieking Shack as well. I actually got that one with the box in rather terrible condition, but it still had the box. The original Fluffy Encounters, the original Privet Drive, got a small London bus, got the Troll Loose in the Bathroom, Rise of Voldemort, Expecto Patronum. Then on the bottom shelf, got my Disneyland train, the Duel, the set with Hagrid's brother. I can't think of the name of that set at the moment. Then I have the underwater where you get the Mer Lake. Then I got the original
With the Mer people.
Yes, Mer people. Then I've got the original Sirius Black's Escape, and then Honeydukes is there. Then the icons, and then of course the golden minifigures and the tiles and that stuff. And a Brandenburg Gate is in front of the Honeydukes, the architect set. So some of them you can't see because I ran out of room. And then
there is a way to rectify that problem. Underneath the camera of us, there should be different camera options where there should be different camera options where you can change it from portrait to landscape like that. That gets a wider angle.
Okay. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm kind of just learning how to use StreamYard. Usually I'm on Apple devices, so I use Switcher Studio. So this is really my first forte into StreamYard. So, but yep, there you can kind of see them a little bit better. And then here's my amazing pick a brick wall, and then my helmet collection, and some more of my mosaics, the Elvis, the Johnny Depp, and the Johnny Depp was actually, I got the directions off of Rebrickable. So I'm taking that one to Brick Fair with me. I'm taking 6 mosaics. Brooks, yes. I am getting into pick a brick hauls. I do have some Like I have a whole thing of light pink studs. So, and then I have purple ones that I bought off of Bricklink for a mosaic that I was doing. So
Yeah, I've got a whole pab cup of the what is it, the regular green flower stems. I've got half a pab cup full of the light bluish grey tap faucets, and I've got, I think, 1.5 pab cups full of the 2x2 white corner plates, and I
yeah,
think another 1.5 pab cups full of the light tan 2x2 jumpers. Because when
I
you
have
see pieces that you know you're going to use in a lot of mocks, you just got to buy in bulk.
Lego Palpatine. It's actually a collection of people that are doing it. Like I'm on until 8 p.m. Central Time, and then Hoosier Bricks takes over from 8 p.m. Central to 11 Central. Right? I think I might have messed that up. I'm from 6 to 7 Central, and Hoosier Bricks is from 7 to 11 Central. So I am not personally doing a 72-hour stream. I would be you'd see this. Just me knocked out in the chair if I tried to do 72 hours. But here I got another pad cup of light pink. That's the color that I used on my my dad jokes one. And then here's light gray
2x2 plates.
Yep. And then this is just a splattering. The stuff on the bottom is actually flames, the longer flames. Nope, not good. Got all the other stuff on top of it. No easy way to get to those. But yeah, I actually think I got these at Disney Springs when we were in Florida last month. So they had just like a splattering group. So I was just like, yeah, let's just fill this cup up. So it's really good fun.
Yeah, I think some people might be confused because there's no link for the schedule in the description.
Yeah, I don't know. Have other people been doing it? I've watched.
I think
today.
some of the newbies haven't, but some of the regulars who've been doing this for multiple years have
Okay.
have put the schedule in the description because it might behoove you, for some of your regular viewers who don't know what's going on, to put the link for the schedule in the comments.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out how to.
Or I could
do
it for you if you make me a moderator.
Okay. You're gonna probably have to walk me through that one.
Yeah, so I'm okay. Yeah, so actually, Bricksmith had to walk Tim's Wicked Adventure through this same process. So I'm going to comment. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to JP. So I'm gonna post up that comment, and then what you can do now, because you're the host of the stream, there should be three three button there should be a 3 dots to the right of my comment.
Yeah, I'm just waiting
and then
for it.
Once you click on, and then once you click on those 3 dots, there should be an option to add as a moderator.
Okay. I'm waiting for your thing to pop in. But Axel, I got one for you since you're just dying for a dad joke. Why did the police go to the baseball game? They heard somebody stole second base. So for your comment popped up and it said put user in timeout or block user. That was the only two.
Oh, okay. So, then, okay. So, are you sure because there should have been a drop down box to where you can do add as moderator, or are you hang on, are you on a mobile or a PC device?
I'm on a PC. I'm on my MacBook.
Okay, that's interesting because you can only add people as a moderator on a PC. So why it's not letting you do so? That's a little bit puzzling.
Yeah, I'm trying to look through all of the settings here to see if I can it gives me anything. And personal look towards me pulling something behind them. I speak in the same man. I thought it was cool, but it's a little cooler. Oh, let's see. Okay, edit name, edit mic, kick from studio, ban from studio. No, that's not it.
Yeah, you have to be on the YouTube browser itself.
Okay, let me click over to YouTube. Well, let's see if I can do it from my. There we go.
Yeah, because it won't let you do so through the chat on StreamYard.
It should have added you.
Okay, let me test this out. Yeah, there we go. So I'm gonna go and get the link to the schedule, so that anyone that's confused can click on that link in the chat, and they can see the schedule for themselves as organized by Buttshop 2021. And before we wrap this thing up, I'll go get the link for the Hoosier Weeks live stream that's coming up next.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much, too, Mayo. I know we talked on Instagram and I said I was nervous. Yes, 100% having a guest on board made it so much less awkward, because there's times where I just feel like I'm just talking to myself.
Yeah, because on my own live streams, I can't help feeling like I'm talking to myself sometimes, and so the live stream always runs a lot more smoother when you have someone else to talk to.
Yes, very much so. You're welcome, Axel. I appreciate everybody. We got about 10 minutes left, so if anyone wants to talk about anything in the chat, wants to talk about a set, one set that I will say I know it's gotten some controversy about it, but one set that I am absolutely thrilled about is the Hocus Pocus set. Absolutely, hands down. I know people are upset that it was the only one that was selected this last time. I get it, but it doesn't change my excitement for it. Funny thing is, I was not a. Actually, yes, I am from the U.S. I'm from Eastern North Carolina. I wasn't a fan of the movie per se when I was younger, when it first came out, and then I've slowly been, like every year, really, I've been getting more and more into it. After they announced the Lego set, I actually went to Disney Plus and watched it. Level Bricks. What's the difference between a hippo and a zippo? One's a very heavy animal, and the other one is a little lighter. That's true. That's true, Ian. Yep. Absolutely. Do you guys know why a dog is not into wrestling? Because he's a boxer.
I was gonna say something along the lines of a Michael Vick.
Oh no. Sometimes my dad jokes go dark, but I try as much as I can to keep them PG on the channel.
Because only the NFL fans out there would be able to understand what I just said.
Yeah. So, Axel, where are you from?
Axel is he flip flops between Germany and the Netherlands because he lives near the border.
Oh, well, that's awesome. I've been trying to convince my wife to take a job in Germany when because I'm active duty in the Navy, and I'm getting ready to retire. Actually, I have like 5 work days left, and then I'm out for surgery, and then I'm out retired. So we're not tied to anywhere anymore. So I've been trying to convince her. But then it's like, do we really want to move? Do we want to pack up all of our stuff? Mainly, do I want to really pack up all my Lego? No.
Yeah, I'm
Really?
grateful that while I've been at university, I've still had enough time on my hands to keep up a YouTube channel, and because I can, and because I don't have a lot of because I've actually never had to bring home any textbooks or anything. I've been able to keep my Lego collection out. So I've never, so unlike other people who I've talked to in the community in the past, who they've had to pack everything thing away when they've gone away to college, I'm grateful that I've never had to go through that. I've never had to go through that process, and that
Yeah.
I've never had to go through, and that I didn't have to go through a dark age while doing so.
I lived overseas in the Middle East for 3 years before we came to North Carolina, and I bought a couple Lego sets over there. The Disney Castle, the Hogwarts Castle was one of them. So, nope, scratch that. I did not buy the Hogwarts Castle. I bought the old Diagon Alley with the Gringotts and Borgin and Burkes.
And the Ollivanders.
Yep. So I had to, when I did my pack out, they just put those in boxes. They wrapped them up and all that. Nope, didn't make it. I have since rebuilt the Disney Castle 3 times. Once when I originally got it, once when it got to North Carolina, and then a 3rd time when we moved into the house we live in now, because it didn't make the move then either. And somehow when I went to go build the Diagon Alley set again, I lost pieces. So I had to order them, and then I got busy starting with the YouTube channel, and so all those pieces I still have them. I just haven't gone through them and actually made sure I have all the pieces again for the Diagon Alley set. But
Yeah,
one day,
I've gone through a similar situation with the Ultimate Batmobile. I've moved it so many times into different locations that pieces have just slowly fallen off, and because anyone that knows the playability of the set, how you can take things apart and reconfigure the different cockpits and make it turn into three different vehicles knows that some of those that some of those connections and with the wings aren't the most, are a little bit fragile. And also, if you don't apply the stickers correctly, air can creep up air and dust can creep up underneath, and then
Yep.
you find out years later that the stickers have gone curly. And so that's all happened to me, and I think my ultimate Batmobile is so worse for wear that it's probably in my best interest just to pull everything apart, make sure that I've got the correct inventory, and try to rebuild the set.
Talking about the 1989 Batmobile.
No, the one that came out for the Lego Batman movie. That would have been
the new Batman movie.
the Lego Batman movie that I think was
Lego Batman.
that was
Okay.
in 2017.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it was the one with the Wicked Witch of the West and the flying monkeys from the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah. I got what you're saying now. I just heard you say ultimate Batman. So that's where my mind went. I have that set and I had it in my backlog, and I just recently put it in my investment pile. So
yeah. So when you ordered that set, and were you able to get the microscale version of the 1989 Batmobile gift with purchase?
no, I didn't order it right away. I had kind of gone through all of my sets to build, and I was like, okay, what am I going to build now? I didn't have anything to build, and I was just kind of starting out on YouTube, so I had ordered it, and it was probably month to maybe even 6 months after it came out. So no gift with purchase, no double VIP points or nothing. Just like, let's just order this.
I just put a link for the Hoosier Bricks live stream that's going on next, because that'll be in 1 minute.
Yeah, so that's really going to do it. So thank you, Mayo, for making this a much more pleasurable experience and for helping out putting all the links and everything in the comments. And please click that link and head on over to Hoosier Bricks stream and check it out.
And if you haven't already hit that like button for JP, and also if you haven't already hit that subscribe button for JP, make sure to do so before you head on over to Hoosier Bricks.
Yes, please. Good to meet you too, Money. Cheers to you as well, Brooks. And I will check you guys out next time. Have a good one.
Bye, guys.